Let's see how we go with making a Facebreaker, another Facebreaker build. I feel like Facebreaker is the way forwards with a lot of builds because it's way tankier, but yeah. All right, start with Facebreaker. All right. All right, Abyssus. Body armor. Fourth Vow tends to be pretty good. Shit. So we want... Hey, Scamman. Let's go Sunder of Earthbreaking. Just because it's cool. You could make a Sunder Bleed variation, but let's try this way. The idea is to make a really tanky Sunder character. Hey, Mortarfish, how's it going, dude? Volatility. We might go a Facebreaker Sunder Gladiator. Thanks for follow, Lost. No, not yet. I wish, man. I wish I had Vegemite. Whoa. Hey, dude, how's it going, man? Huh. So we need Brutality. We go to Awaken Brutality. Might as well chuck Awaken as we go in-game build. Alright. The whole crew's in here. So, we've got a hybrid between two trees right now, which makes this complicated. I think there's way better ways to play the Gladiator aside from just like Lacerate. Lacerate seems like such a basic ass way to play. So... Oh shit. So we want to go this way. So we just got to keep an eye on the DPS the whole time. So Facebreaker, so we're going to stack up shield. The plus side of this, we can use any shield we want. Yeah, it's going to be rough figuring out what the... Well, I know what I'm playing, so I'm pretty confident in what I'm playing. So we need Ridgewalds. Curse. So the question would be, would we go... I'm playing Shield Crush Jug. That's my starter. I committed to that and I'm going to stick with it. You just gotta sometimes double down and play the build that you set out to play. The anticipation. Like the surrender is just going to be the best for everything. Go Glacial Hammer Slayer, just for the lols. Do it, make it happen. What the hell? That's not going to do anything for me. That could actually be decent. Let's just play around with that. Facebreakers is so good. Facebreakers is like... Facebreakers has always been good. That's the problem with Facebreakers. So we need skills. We got Earthbreaker or Sundering. New we need for the helmet. We need flesh and... it doesn't really affect... But well, Facebreakers is just like... Max out crit. The more crit you get, the better the build's going to be. But Facebreaker is just in a league of its own. Totally different way to play. Tempest. Yeah, exactly. You're just looking for better and bigger and better shields, basically, for defense, but you're mainly focused on defense. So, items. Go. Amethyst ring. What do we have in this? Blood and sand. So we need a Warcry setup. So we're gonna need seismic, rallying, intimidating. Thanks for the follow, dude. It could be double that. It could be triple. Not sure. I have absolutely no clue. It's any guess is a good guess at this stage. So we need that. There we need that as well. 47,000 already. So boots. Hey Hyde, how's it going, dude? Thanks for the follow, Swaggy Doc. See, we don't need all the other shit with this. Sunder. Which node is that? Oh yeah. Yeah, it could be good, could be bad. Not too sure the auto exert, because the thing isn't that the buff doesn't apply to you or some crap like that. I keep hearing that from a lot of people. So we need pride, possibly. New boots. Probably want Assassin's Mark. Mark on hit. Okay. Got to fix the resistances. We don't need those nodes. We're already at max block almost. Yeah. Okay, so that gives us buff there. So we don't need that. We got that. We're actually inefficient in the other tree. We're more efficient to go down this way because we save a point. We need impale nodes. What's that, 100k? Yeah. So we also need... Do we need an exonerable? So let's just pull some gear across. Still think the surrender is going to be the better. That hurt. Alright, Titan Greaves. Okay, now we start to get a bit of defense. I don't think I need that shield. There's a fair few uniques in this so far, but we'll fix that. The amethyst rings, pretty useful. Hope this works. Okay, 167, we're starting to get some deeps. Where we at? 55, so we've got a lot more points to allocate. $200k. So my chance to hit's 95%, 265k. Thanks for the follow. Neconia. Appreciate it, man. So it's got to be Guardian Pinnacle. So Ridgeballs, Anoint. We want Claws of the Magpie. That's going to give us every single one of our charges, potentially. That's solid. 12 mils, not bad. Is that one overlap? Two overlaps. It's not bad. Your EHP is pretty low. Like, you're at max block, but your glancing blows max block, so you take 65% of the incoming damage. So the way that you could improve this would be to have like Defiance of Destiny and have some rings that convert. So damage taken, physical damage taken as life, or restored, recovered as life, or whatever it is, those rings. And you got Bottle Faith in there. But no, it's not bad. That's pretty good. Yeah, exactly, man. So we need fortification. So we're at 477,000 already in Blood Stance. I don't think that shield helps me as much as I think. Have I blocked recently? Probably. Effective hit pool's already 87,000. So I pinged a nerve in my arm really badly. So we need brittle on. So 500,000 is not good. That's not good DPS at all. That's pretty bad. But we're not even there yet. So it's just, yeah. Force multiplier. Yeah, I do. Basically, start at 5 AM in the morning and don't stop until I drop. That's basically the plan. So we can take... We're probably better off. Medium clusters. Exerted attacks. It's not going to give me a better DPS run than... Yeah, it's not going to be better than this. Basics of Pain. Pressure points. Basically stacking crit's going to be the go. So we're at 1 mil. Oh man, there's so many builds that we can make out of this. I'm keen to do Swordstorm. Swordstorm speaks to me. It's like, play me. Fucking hell, Reslythers really hits like a truck. But the problem is, like, that's just not enough damage yet. So we got that. Need weapon 2. So we would need like blood and sand, most likely pride, 2 mil DPS, level 86, a very underperforming build. Gets me over 2 mil. Starting to do bigger numbers. So what's pushing up the DPS in my other build? Aside from the Ascendancy. There's a lot of lost points on the Gladiator for this type of build. Like, you don't get any buff for that. You're gonna get, so Slayer might be better. But then you have no defense. Do you? Oh, we need Tempest Shield. Does that not provide me any buff? I have no idea, man. I haven't checked his build. There's every man these dogs are going to be playing Bleed Lacerate, and it's just a nostalgia thing. I have no interest in playing Bleed Lacerate because I think it's a boring ass build. It's not going to be a bad build, but it also isn't going to be what I think people are pitching it out to be. What happened to my defense then? So we're at 2 mil. Bleed Flicker Strike, eh? Going hard with the memes. I lost my whole effective hit pool there, but then again my resistances are pretty bad. Problem is I was using a Bismuth to fix my resistances up, which is a bad idea. The other alternative could be just to craft like a crazy shield. Thanks for follow, Doste. Oh, not again. Oh, where did I save that? Where the hell did I save that? Oh, that's where. Oh, that's right. I need the Ascendancy. That Ascendancy single-handedly is significant. I think there's going to be something really cool off of that cast on block spell on the Inquisitor. I reckon that might be a thing. We're at 3 mil with that. So you don't want to do that with slams. The longer that you're fighting an enemy, the worse it's going to get for you. Right, 91. We've got 4 points that we can allocate. Thanks for the resub, Pocho. Let's probably take that. And then we also want to take... Why is my block chance not going up? Something's going funky with my tree. Should have a lot more block chance than that. That's such a weird thing to say, dude. So we need a diamond flask. Yep. Doesn't do anything for the effective hit pool. So my armor isn't high enough either. So we get 3.1. Jesus. So yeah, 630,000. There we go. If you block recently, 90 and 88. So powerful. It's just so insanely powerful. So maximum effect, 4.2 mil. Now we're starting to cook. Enemy unconsecrated, 5. What did you cook? What are you cooking? What did you cook? We can get this to 20 mil, I'll be happy. Because the amount of tankiness on this build would be insane. So we get fortification onto the build, we get to immortality. So we don't need... So if we crafted... Need claw nodes. So Facebreaker, this is where you want like a high roll Facebreaker. So say you had like, Jesus. So it's 793,000, you're looking at 5.6 mil. And then if we can find other sources of offense on here. So what other flasks can we run? Yep. $6.1 mil. Now we're starting to get there. basically want that just get hit by the enemy and we're good. Thanks for following medium. Medium black t-shirt, I like it. So we're at 93. We got open points. So if we went Forbidden Flesh, Forbidden Flame, Master of Metal. $5.9 mil increase. What the actual fuck? They're gonna be so expensive, this league. But if you're running around smashing shit with this gear, like a lot of this gear is not very expensive except for Bottle of Faith. And Surrender's probably going to be really expensive, actually. It's probably going to be ridiculously expensive. So 12.03. Hey RF, how's it going, dude? So we've got one more flask that we can run. Basalt, we're at 788,000 effective hit pool. But what's pulling us back is our resistances. That's not working for us. So if we ran like a bismuth just for the shits and giggles. Yeah, the second we switch to bismuth, we're immortal. So we got shock avoidance. So if we just went with that, honestly. Yeah, you just straight to immortality. As long as you've blocked recently. Yeah, no, you've got to have a Zoph's Blessing to do Surrender. So you need the Anticipation to drop, and then you got to do Zoph's. So, Facebreaker, we get to Immortality level 12.03 mil. But we need more HP, because we're pretty dry on the HP right now. So we've got to go up through this. 3,000. At this point, doesn't matter because we're so damn tanky. Mana reservation's pretty bad though. Go rid of that, you lose 7 mil. We have intimidation. Oh, that's got the 20% on it. So you could basically just run around and just smash shit with your fist and never worry about a thing. So we go spare node there. But do we have... Yeah, we do. Can we get adrenaline from anything? Oh, Tanuahi. Oh no, we can't use Tanuahi because we need Facebreakers. But say if you had... Wonder if you actually, if you ran... Hey, Evil King, how's it going, man? Those don't really give me a buff. Attack speed does though. Half a mil. Go 12.4. If you use Hollow Palm though, you can't use a shield, and that's what makes the Gladiator so strong. Ran Abyss, Murderous. Impale effect. Is that going to do what I need it to do? Oh shit, yeah it will. Ho ho ho! Just need accuracy. Like, it's a bit redundant, but... So, I wonder... I've got an idea. That's what I thought. Alright, that could be crazy. So, you guys know what Shroud of Lightness is, right? You can have 6 abyssal sockets in it. Diminishing value. So we need to find an abyssal... Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy item, and it'll work on this because you don't need to worry about the chest piece being a problem. So you can run 6 stacked abyssal jewel murderous jewels, but we just need to find the combination that works with that. So you wouldn't do it with that. So you definitely want to do it with... Because potentially then, if you've got the accuracy, you don't need that. That's not going to do anything. So we save a point. Put the link in the... Did you put the link in the description, man? Oh, where is it? Oh yeah, I see it. What we got? Consecrated Path. Level 100? Your DPS is pretty lacking there, man. What we got? Have you set your configs up? You got Ash. What is that? Get rid of that shit. Cheesing your damn build, man. Stationary 1 doesn't do shit. Your defense isn't high enough with the life that you got. You need more defense. This isn't doing anything for you. So what do we got? Chance to hit. Are you running... Oh, you guys always run fucking Resolute technique. Kaka gear. That's a 887 DPS. I'm using Sunder. Oh, you mean Well, are you realistically going to cap your Valor out like that? Amount of Valor consumed to place banner. Like, all you're doing is then fudging your number. So you don't use that. Wait, is this Duelist Slayer? Okay. 60k on Slayer is actually not too bad. That could be way worse. What do we got? So you're missing an Ascendancy. Oh no, you're not. Masterful Form. There's not enough return for the number of points that you've got in there. You're not getting enough for it. So you're only getting... Like, you're getting 700k for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Because the way that you guys scale it is it scales off physical damage. Consecrated Path of Endurance. So you need to Endurance charge stack. Oh, not necessarily. You'd be better off scaling like Fizz damage or something like that. Hey, Slugger Steve. Frenzy charge sacking, eh? What a bizarre skill. It doesn't synergize with melee damage. What? But should... I converted all to fire damage. So you want to go penetration. It's not enough though for what it is. Like surely there's got to be a better way. We're only talking 5 mil though. What about like auras? What auras are you running? You're running like anger, flammability. Do you need determination on that? Flesh and stone might work better. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not convinced by that. Alright, well on that basis... Yeah, it doesn't even... I don't know, man. I'm gonna leave you with that one. That is not my type of skill to troubleshoot. You're using taming, aren't you? because Bone Zone still scales really consistently versus other skills. So it's just, and it's what they know, so they generally, a lot of players tend to play what they're comfortable with, and that's just the one that they seem to be gravitating towards, I guess. Crit multiplier, oh shit, alright. Holy shit. It's got a monolithic number of mods. So, if we're doing this, we could do an adorn. We could actually do adorn. We could actually do adorn. So let's just say like 76% is crazy, right? Yeah, that's it. It's a swap out at the end of the day. Like, it's not a big thing. So we could go Impale effect. So if we went that, just for the shits and giggles, and then we went increased Impale effect. Go crit multiplier. Every single one that you add in is going to be 500,000 DPS. Diminishing. I already updated the Shield Crush build to 3.25 this morning. Yeah, man. Facebreakers has always been powerful. Even more so on this setup. So, but we're going to try and do Facebreakers and Replica Shroud of the Lightness, because why not? Do Corrupted Reslythers. What's my crit chance? Hit chance. Crit chance is 100%. So then... like, that's not going to be better though. Why would you put that on it? But you could. Fist of War. 15.7 mil at Fist of War. So you sort of want a couple of accuracy ones. Craft, Abyssal, Murderous. Then you want accuracy. Impale effect. And then accuracy. 15.9 mil. Not too bad. Was that thready? We're just mucking around with some Adorn stacking here. So 15.9 mil. Like, there would be a lot of investment to get to 15.9 mil in that. So it is using pretty much all the block nodes that you can get. And then the other thing is, have you blocked recently? So 49k if you haven't blocked recently, but it's unlikely that you're not going to have blocked recently because you're at 68 and 65%. We're at 94, so we could actually go another 2. Right? So basically you're gonna block, and then if you block recently, you go block lucky. Have you impaled an enemy recently as well? So yeah, you go up to 90 and 89% once you block, and then you Gucci. Yeah, well, you can put the runecrafts on other items, I'm pretty sure. Is the enemy intimidated? That's actually a better shield than the... Oh no, it's not. The surrender is way better. The surrender is best. Weapons only? We don't need it. This build would be essentially immortal. Oh, that sucks. Thanks for the follow, Big Molten. So we got 100% crit, 15.9 mil. So we could go corrupt that. Oh, that amethyst ring can be made better too. Yeah, you could do that. So mana cost is a bit of a problem. Yeah. Yeah, that's true too, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Facebreaker just sort of operates on its own bloody rung. So we're at 15.9 mil now. If we can get to 20, we'll be doing well. What we do need is fortification. Or adrenaline. Nope. Gain adrenaline for 2 seconds on stun. That could be an interesting... Thanks for the follow, Colas. Doesn't tell us what a chance to stun is. Maybe you could run a stunt. Nah. Yeah, you could do that actually. But I don't have enough jewel sockets to do that. we're getting a bit overzealous with that one. So we're hitting a ceiling at 15.9, but that's still enormous damage on Sunder. That's big Sunder damage on a Gladiator. On an infinite EHP Gladiator. So the big thing is we don't get any damage from that. 1% more damage. That doesn't do anything. See, that doesn't do much for us either. So the other question is, like, would you want to put that point in there? Is that worth it? I don't think it is. Because you want to be pretty mobile, but then you're going to lose DPS again. You didn't go Adorned. Oh, the Adorned is doing nothing. Oh, well, that sucks. So we could stack... Why isn't Adorned working? Oh, they're not corrupted. Shit. Well, I'm stupid. Say that you had that, for example. That actually works against me. No, it doesn't. Does that not work with that? Doesn't work with that. So it's the block chance. So if you've been blocked recently, or if you've blocked recently on the Gladiator, it triggers luck, and then luck basically gives you infinite effective hit pool. It's absolutely it's disgusting. Like, so that's capped out with 100% hit chance. That doesn't do anything. If we had 2 nodes in there, if we went there, we could take another point. So there's no point playing Adorned on this because it doesn't seem to work. So that's fine. We can work with that. So on that basis, we just need crit multi and impale effect, and then some accuracy. So that there, you ditch the mana if you wanted. Crit multi and impale effect. Overwhelm damage reduction. Just go with that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that sucks that doesn't work. That's okay though, because basically we'll just stack up a shitload of jewels then. So this is where you just go like full-blown crit multi. Wherever it is. The other problem, we got to fix this too. What? Alright. Yeah, it's a huge damage buff. Can't get crit multi with that. $694,000 per node. Nearly 1.2 million per node. Like, yeah, you're spending a lot of currency at this point. These would be insane to craft. We'll leave it at that. That's strong enough. So we can fit 3 of these bastards in. 18.7 mil. It's the fact that slam skills have been buffed up so hardcore. So you can actually play slams again. Like previously you couldn't. Like it just couldn't do enough damage. Thanks for the follow, dude. Yeah, so let me chuck in. So then you're saying thanks for the follow, dude. So you're just saying so enemy in your presence. Yeah, okay. Alright. So if you've got the investment to put into this, we don't need fortification either. It's no point having fortification. So, Guardian Pinnacle. Do we have any attributes coming off the skill gems themselves? Intimidated. Crushed. 25. Yeah, okay. Alright. Okay. I see your point. I see your point. I don't know. This is looking pretty good. So, is the enemy bleeding? So we've got level 97. So we've got bleed explode here too. So we got enemies explode. And if you're standing in front of an enemy. So if you literally, as the fight goes on, because you can max block it, the longer the fight goes on, the more your damage is going to go up and it's going to scale by your crit. So, I feel like this is really strong. 51 million DPS if you're in an engaged, lengthy fight. Otherwise, it's going to be like 25 million with everything up. 50 Valor, that planted. Lunaris. Tukahama. 100. So, well, you know, if it takes that long to slam an enemy at 25 mil on hit with Facebreaker. But the only problem we got is mana. That's the only issue in the build. The only thing I can think of is... So we can't do that, anything about that. So that's a problem. It's the only problem in the build, realistically. So we could take that off, because we don't need it. We don't really need very much armor, because we're a total max block. It would for the cost, but it's not going to help for the, we can take that off. Cannibalistic right. But the reservation isn't going to do anything. So, this is going to get us close, but not quite there. Also, it gets us to 30 mil. We're at level 96 at this stage. We've got warnings. Mana is negative. Yeah. Too many gems and body armor slot. No, I don't. I got 6. Bullshit. I already did it this morning, GMO. So if you have a look now, it's got pretty much everything up to date. I didn't sleep last night. What the fuck? The normal bloody Sunder is better. No worries, man. So, are we more or less somewhat happy with this? I just gotta fix this up. But if I could get away without having to use that... I don't think I am. Drops my crit. Oh. Dump it out altogether, we don't need it. I'll take 2 million out if it means I've got mana. Too many gems and body armor slot. I don't know what it means by that because I've got 6. Yeah, that's true. So that's the only disadvantage, really. So, Fist of War. Like, this is an insane build. So we got severe levels of tankiness, running Facebreakers. So, Replica Shroud of Lightness, because why the fuck not? Yeah, yeah. So that was, we already troubleshot that. Thanks for the follow, dude. So, Facebreaker, like there'd be a bit of investment in this build, but... Oh, okay, yeah, you have too many gems that, yeah, okay, so it's just POB acting up. Facebreaker. Slam. Max block Gladiator. What? I think it's a wild... What trigger issues that? Oh, like you can't run it constantly. Thanks for the follow, Pepe. So, we got Blood and Sand, Pride, War Banner. Then we drop War Banner down. We got Assassin's Mark on hit, so we crit hard. And actually, we don't even have 20% on that. Does that even do anything? Yeah, it does. It does a lot. So 20% that shit. That's on life tap. So what's our net recovery is... Doesn't tell me. Mana cost for the slam is 32. Mana regen is deficient. So that's a problem. Calm down. Calm down. So, if we went like ground slam, so now like we got the build sort of in a position that the big problem is the mana cost. That's, but I think if we have leech, then we should be fine if we got leech. Which, juice mana costs. $20. So if we've got -7 on the rings, there's that other amethyst ring. We got a suffix open. We don't need that on there. Awesome. So we can go add modifier, benchcraft. So 26 mana cost, which is okay. What item you talking? Hey Bill, how's it going, dude? So this is Facebreaker, there's no weapon or anything on it. We're literally just punching the ground with our fist. That one amulet gives us that much damage. That's wild. Where's that? Oh. $97. Nah, this is going to outperform against the Zerka because it's tankier. Your melee jank build, eh? 38 million? The 36 EHP. Glacial hit. What the fuck are you doing here, man? Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty cool. I respect it. Spirit Burst. Shit. Winds of Fate. I don't think it's a bad idea. Once you put Blast in that, that'll be a lot better. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's creative. So the shroud, it's how the shroud works. So, oh shit, yeah, okay, I get what you mean. Yeah, yeah, okay, that's not gonna work. I didn't think about that. Good pickup. If I switch to fourth foul, we go to 17.8. Man, so we would have to come up with a better way to do that. And yeah, so there's no way that we're going to be able to run Replica. Spirit of War. Nah. This is okay though. 17 mil isn't bad. And then if the fight goes on, so if it goes for 20 seconds, 50 seconds, 100 seconds, we're going to hit 35 million. So say we had like, fight goes for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, we're still going to hit like a truck. You're not going to hit as much as a Zerka, but you're going to be able to face tank everything. If we can get Onslaught on the build too, that'll give me a decent buff. Facebreaker, man. Facebreaker. A lot of crit and Facebreaker. Also, Forbidden Master of Steel on Forbidden Flesh and Forbidden Flame. Which would be the biggest investment in this build to make that work. But the hit chance here is pretty shit. So... yeah, hit chance is not good. We need more hit chance. So we need accuracy. We've got any other accuracy nodes that we can take? Nope. I think it'd work fine. Could still work, man. Not sure. There's a lot of stuff that's in the unknown category right now with this league. So I need to get accuracy on my gear. So if I got gloves with, or boots where you can't get boots with accuracy, I can get rings with accuracy though. That amethyst ring too. Yeah. 92%. So the biggest issue with the build becomes accuracy. That's it. So if I fix up one of these without globals, so if I dupe that, cancel, craft, create custom. So instead of global, we go accuracy. It's gonna be none accuracy, be a suffix. 14%. Yep. %. Hey, Rad Darren, how's it going, man? I've already got it, so I could go. Can almost, no, we can't sustain it yet. Have I got a health node open? There we go. Like, this is getting up there now. 17 mana cost, 25. We can almost sustain it now. So all we'd have to do is get some leech into the build. Yeah, I refixed Shield Crush up this morning, so that should be all hunky-dory, hopefully. So just go get this hit chance up. I think... %. 21.8 mil. Wait, where was Revelry? Oh, yeah. Fair point. Yeah, 8 costs per second. Yeah, that's a good idea. That works really well. And we still got reservations. So now... Oh, and we got 92 leech. Fix the problem. Mana problem solved. Now we just need intelligence, and that's it. Which isn't a huge issue. Not a league start build, no. Absolutely not a league start build. But, hits like a truck. 20 mil. And then, if you're in the fight for 100 seconds, 41 mil. Longer you're in the fight, the more you're going to be able to smash shit. But, if we could find a way to get it... Oh, have you been hit recently? Yeah, it's going to apply. If this works the way that I think it works, then if you're in an Uber fight, the longer you're in the fight, the stronger you're going to actually get. And because you can face tank shit, you're not going to die. Like, the only thing is you don't have a lot of leech or anything like that, but if you're immune to ailments, theoretically, like, you should just be able to face tank shit. Clear speed should be good. The only other problem is the resistances, because there's so many uniques in the build. I would probably say potentially the 4th Vow we could drop. Actually, 4th Vow we can drop. Let's just do it, crafted chest. So we would do... Body armor, do... Is that the new base type? Glorious plate, okay. Yeah, whatever. Increase max life. So we would do, what do we need? All resistances, basically. Fire. Cold. Lightning. Influence. We would need Searing Exile. We're not crafting like perfect gear here. We're just like... Yep. It's the Gladiator. Gladiator gets a pretty big, cracked, bloody... Holy shit! Yeah, that's what we want. So if you went after that, add implicit, Eater of Worlds, like you need more block. Holy shit! You could either go, if you wanted more damage, you could go for Pride, which would give you another 4.8 mil, or you could go for Fortify. But why would you need melee hits have a chance to fortify? You go for Pride. $22.6 mil. Yeah, it's all 20%. So we got 22.6 mil, and the longer the fight drags, we can hit a peak of 45 mil if we're in the fight for 100 seconds. We have mana sustained. Intelligence, we're just a bit dumb. We got 31,000 armor. We have luck, so we're like totally max block. So you don't need to muck around with anything. Chaos res is bad, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. And we're overcapped. Do we need Bismuth anymore? Ah, shit. So we have to fix reses up. Reses are problematic. That's the only problem with this build. Do I need that? I don't need that. So say you had Progenesis, right? Just for shits and giggles. So Progenesis. That's not what it says in that item though. And it wouldn't matter anyway. Like the patch notes, the way that I read the patch notes is it's triggered based on the block anyway, and you don't need a sword for the fist. And I know where you're getting that from because it's on the wiki, and I had a good look at that, and it looks like the wiki's wrong. The wiki's pulling from a database that they've got in the back end somewhere off the data. I don't know how they do it. But I had a look at that and it doesn't match what the patch notes say. Because the other thing is, like, it says, like, what was it, Vengeance or whatever is switching out for another skill, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Because then it says, like, that skill, why would you have a fist falling out of the sky that required a sword? Which just looks funky, so... I don't know, I think there's some bullshittery going on from GGG's end. It's the new node on the Gladiator, so it's coming from this more than skill node. So Lucky Block is super powerful. So I would actually rather play this build than play the well, any other build. That's not what the fair. Hold up. So you got Retaliate there, right? So, number one, you could do just retaliate on a 6-link setup, right? But if you went the surrender, so the surrender no longer grants level 30 reckoning. Existing versions of this unique shield will now grant crushing fist. So I don't know what that means for other versions, like that drop from this point. I would assume crushing fist would be the new role on the shield, because it's not very clear in this in what it says here. Yeah, why would they make the existing versions crushing fist and not change the item moving forwards to crushing fist? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's why that's what I'm basing my assumption on. Actually, we could have done something else here too. Yeah, oh, I knew it. Ah, shit. So, why does that... What makes that so much stronger? Oh, it's the armor. Yeah, I don't believe that. I think they may change the skill gem, but they're not gonna... I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. All I know is this build is pretty ridiculous. It's got a bit of gearing requirement, but it's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, so if you were leveling this, you would run Lycosa. So if, like, you'd still get 214k effective hit pool with Lycosa, and it would mean that you could dump off these nodes here and punch them straight into any other damage you wanted. But it's not as good as the surrender. The surrender makes you essentially immortal. So breakers is Abyssus, Facebreaker, Ridge Walls, Reslytha, and the surrender. And basically you get the lucky block, so 100% block chance. And so basically we've got Sunder set up here. If we're in the fight for... Yeah, fuck. Like, LS is a good build, right? But I'm not interested in playing it. I will absolutely tell people they're looking for a build. Absolutely, it's a build worth playing. But I like doing stuff like this. So if we're in the fight for 100 seconds, our damage goes up to 43.6 million DPS on our slam. So this is based on just being in the fight for a few moments. Yeah. It's just people want to play Zoom builds, so more power to them. So the other thing is that doesn't do anything. Have we got the right war cries? Do we get any benefit of that being 20? Yeah, we do. 20% blood and sand. I think that doesn't do anything. We're at that level 21, that's not good enough. Yeah, just make LS gear and you'll be Gucci. So, oh shit. Rallying Cry is gonna buff us. Why does that buff it so heavy? So Seismic Cry is not the right war cry to use on this. Does nothing. So, Cry. Battle Mage's Cry. Buff grants 0.5 critical chance per power, up to 25 power. So we don't use it for the spell. We use it for the crit. So that war cry gets us up to 100% crit, 96% effective, 100%. So if you're gonna go SST Glad, British Exile put a bleed guide up yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they changed it. Technically, you could put that in another setup and they'd do something else too. Probably want to run Life Tap, maybe? Yeah, he put up yesterday. He makes good guides, that dude. So, helmet, we're missing an aura. We could put pride. We should put pride in here. So that means we can run automation. And we could run, I'm gonna say Mortal Call. Because that's gonna be better for us than running armor. You shouldn't need a lot of investment. Just Emperor's Vigilance, the basic gear. That's all you need. Thanks for the follow, Techi. Alright, so we got 3 War Cries, Tempest Shield, Pride, Flesh and Stone. Now, basically we could switch out, so 26 million. Oh shit, you're right. Fuck. This is the problem with this setup. So we got Sunder. Oh, that's okay. We can just change it to boots. Weapon 2. Boots. I knew what I was doing. That was calculated. Alright. So we got boots, gloves, helm, Sunder. We hit 26 mil. Thanks for the follows, Eric. And then if we're in the fight for too long, we hit 52 mil at 100 seconds because that's crazy. Is the enemy bleeding? Doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter if they're moving realistically. Nor that. Shock does nothing. So we got Bottled Faith, Progenesis. Like, this is assuming Progenesis, but it doesn't make any real difference to the build. It's just if we get hit. Though, we could get an attack speed flask in here. Flask. So the question now is like, do I run the fist retaliation build or do I run a Gladiator slam build? That's my second build. Because I'd totally play this. Probably need a health flask. Could run an iron flask. Oh, a quartz flask wouldn't be bad. $27 mil. No, I'm going Shield Crush. This is 500% not. It would scale up pretty quickly though. Facebreaker is super powerful. Oh, I made a commitment. I was going to play it, service it, and I'm going to stand by what I said. So yeah, this is pretty crazy. This build. Yeah. So we already got Retaliation, and now we got a Slam Gladiator. Like an insane max block Slam Gladiator that does 30 mil DPS, well, 54 million DPS at the high end. And if we could get blind into it, we do more damage. So if I can figure out how to get blind, it'll be even better. But the plus side, you can switch this out. So this is Sunder, right? So Earthbreaking's not better. If we went... Yeah, I'm going Shield Crush. I've got a pretty good tree lined up for Shield Crush, so... and it's got a pretty decent boost. So even that sits at like 24 million at a mid-tier build before any Mage Bloods or anything like that. So it's going to be a decent build. So if we went Ground Slam... So Ground Slam's going to be like 16 mil. Probably a little bit higher. 16.9 mil. $12 mil's still not bad, man. It's not going to take you all the way there, but... so Ice Crash. Ice Crash isn't a good... Yeah, it's not a good one. What's another slam? Earth Shatter. Earth Shatter's 16 mil. Fragility, not better. Prominence, not better. So you could play Earth Shatter with this as well. What's another slam skill? Consecrated Path. Then you'd run like Elemental. Oh. No. It's what, 5 spikes? Earthquake. What's another slam skill? It's not in the Path of Building list yet. We got Ice Crash. It's not a slam. Leap Slam of Groundbreaking. Oh, that's stupid. Why would you put that as a skill that you can't run Facebreaker on that? That's ridiculous. Actually, that's one thing that I haven't gotten here. It's a mobility skill. So Sunder is by far just... So what's the cost of Assassin's Mark? I'm gonna have to give it more. Oh, there's no cost. Oh, 39 mana. Oh, thanks for the raids, Ish. How's it going, guys? Is this being nice to you? Bro, we got a slam Gladiator. I made Sunder work on the Gladiator. It's max block. It's 26 million, just like on the slam, with an infinite effective hit pool because of the Gladiator block. I think it has 5 overlaps. And then if we're for some reason in the fight for too long, we go to 52 million on the slam, 100% crit, 100% accurate, 519 multiplier. I'll put the tree in the thinger actually for you guys if you want to fuck around with it. We've been cooking up for a little bit. Also got a retaliation build ready on the channel too. Probably a little bit janky, but we're just optimizing it a little bit now. So 97, level 98, glad. This freaking node is ridiculous. So like I don't know why you do 100. So like if you're fighting an Uber maybe. But if it actually works max block and we can block at that rate, then basically gladiators are immortal. Cheers, man. Yeah, it's Facebreaker too. Because running a weapon would be too much effort. So fuck that. We're just going to use our fists. But yeah, we got some wild shit in here. Master of Metal is going to be probably one of the most expensive items this league. Yeah, I'm online. I wasn't online last night. It's a pretty hectic week. This runs Abyssus as well. Yeah, exactly. We're bringing back the Facebreaker builds, man. I did muck around with the Dawn. I just didn't like it. And actually, we don't have a corrupted. When surrender is going to be expensive as hell because, like, you could level this up with Lycosidé and your damage will go up, and then you get free points. You still get 200k effective hit pool, but surrender is just where it's at. Yeah, I'm not as good at setting it up, but yeah, like. Overall, I have a good feel about this build. This is probably going to be like build number 3, something like that. Thanks, Lone CZ. We got good old-fashioned, actually, we got to corrupt the Reslythers. We're just going to assume, like, the most crazy-ass shit that we can with this. Yeah, man, I'll do a video on it and break it down. This is actually, this isn't a new concept. This is an old way of playing slams. But I'm going a really tanky route. Basically, anything I do to it at this stage is going to increase its damage. So, we had a corrupted belt, for example. We could ram its damage up higher. So, crit multiplier. So, if we had a crit multi-belt, right, you just corrupt Reslythers. So, your damage just goes up to 27 million just from corrupting Reslythers with crit multi. Yeah, it's 100% crit. Yeah. I've managed to wean out. We're just a little dumb. So, I just have to fix the intelligence problem. But gearing-wise, we got no weird or funky setups in here. It's all just pretty lock stock. Actually, it goes higher than that. 28.3 mil. Assassin's Mark, Blood and Sand, Warbanner, Automation, Immortal Call. We're switched out Determination. We run Flesh and Stone now because Determination is poo-poo. And then when you're in a fight drags out, boom, 56 mil we're up to. We run Brittle, that comes from the boots. We got a bit of Chaos Res, we're capped and everything else, so we should be okay on that front. Yeah. You just gotta keep working it through. Like Ridgewald, we're just running the OG Ridgewalds, the new node Claws of the Magpie as well. So we get all of our charges from this over here. It's a 25% chance to steal Power Frenzy and Endurance Collages on hit with Claws. And that applies to our Ridgewalds. So a Ridgewald allows us to take up that mod. I think. Possibly. Otherwise we get it from everywhere else anyway. So if we get hit, we've got Exonerable in the build. We've got Blood Rage, I'm pretty sure, is in the build. I think. Possibly not. We might have forgot to put that in. Doesn't matter anyway. Find a way. And the other thing is Battle Mage now gives us a shit ton of crit. Rallying Cry, Intimidating Cry. Really? It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a wild league. It's going to be totally nuts. So yeah, anyone playing Zerka can go and ram it. I'm not playing Zerka if I'm playing Slams. I'm going to be playing Gladiator. Yeah, I think that I just realized that when I was thinking about that too. So we get power charges from Assassin's Mark. So if we didn't have frenzy charges, we still have 24 million. So we're still fine. But I'll find a way to make that happen. We only lose 0.09 attack speed. I think it should be okay. Come up with a way to do that. The other thing is, if we could somehow get this node up here, we can do mark buffing. Thanks for the follow, dude. Wow. So the other thing, do I need that node there? Yeah, I do. So I got 2 wasted nodes here, but if I lose that, then I lose a lot of DPS. What does that give me? Oh, okay. We're actually better off not having those 2 nodes. We get more from the chance of extra impales. So we actually level 97, we save a point. Hey, sideways stare. Yeah. Well, yeah, we haven't taken any Warcry buffs. So... So war cries are going to be a bit slow. That's one of the other problems I've got. So what if we switch that deep breaths? I didn't think about that because we gotta rely on war cries, so we need a bit of CDR on the war cries. Or we can add the overexertion node into the 6-link setup and just drop the damage somewhere else. Oh, okay, that buffs me. Alright, that fixes that problem. So we anoint on deep breaths, gives us 35% Warcry cooldown and recovery rate, and then 40% increased AoE. Yes, you can get the tattoos from the ships that go out now, from what I understand. So if we... Okay, alright, yeah. You make a really good point here. So, Measured Fury. Let's see how we go with this. So, reservation efficiency, 2% HP. What do we got? Global defenses. Triggers summon. Void bleeding. Oh, shit. We could take up physical damage. Oh, yeah, Tukahama Warcaller. So we could go Warcaller and then increase our cooldown recovery that way. This is not going to be like a build that you would do without some currency in the bank. So we could use the tattoos to avoid having to... That was a smart call. Yeah, you could do that. So we got Warcaller 8 plus 8, 16, 24, 32, 40%, 48%. Warcry recovery. And then we could actually split that up and like buff up like offense. So you could go like 5% fizz damage is probably the way to go. What else have we got? Yeah, fizz damage. Far out. So it was for Katava Warrior. Don't need any of these strength nodes. 27. They're already going up by the 100k. So it's probably not worth that. Yeah, it's not worth that. A few extra 100k is not worth it. We're actually better off with the war cries. 16% increased life regeneration. That sucks. So we're better off just, instead of taking any other cooldown nodes, it's just tattooing the cooldowns in. So basically we can just keep casting cooldowns in. Problem solved. Not a bad way to do it. So, Totem Taunt Mastery. Is that down here? Oh yeah. Yes, that would fix it. That would actually let you play totem, the Flamewood totems on the jug initially as well, so you could play the Flamewood, but you lose a lot of the defense without Unbreakable the way that it was in its original state as well. So then it doesn't give us the benefit that we would want. I think that's like, aside from the intelligence, that's about as, like, that's just a mentally tanky 55.4 mil Guardian Pinnacle. Don't need fortification. If we can find a way to put adrenaline into it, we get 33 mil. But like, no, like, no Zerker is going to be like, you're going to get like one-hit Zerkers, but they're not going to be able to survive fights. They got to run in straight to the boss and one-hit a boss. So this is going to outperform a lot of other, you know, Zerker builds in particular. Tree. So what other gear? Gladiator. This is a Facebreaker max block Gladiator slam build. This is what I like about the changes to melee, because they've actually made it tenable. Oh, you're talking about it, yeah. So Abyssus. So if you could get that, go up again, 28 mil. Yeah, man. Even if you were starting this, you go Facebreaker setup, Ridgeballs, Abyssus, and Lycosidae. And then, yeah, you just tone down the gear a bit. Like, you're still going to hit like a truck. But the Surrender is basically back to where its original glory was. So 96% hit chance. That's about as good as I can get the accuracy. I can't get it any better. Unless I tune it up on the ring. Don't think I can fit it. I can't fit it in that ring. Could get rid of the... that roll there. It's pretty worthless. It's not. It's a lot of damage actually. So if we could get accuracy there. 30 mil, neat. You don't need a sword if you got gloves. Gloves are all you need. Alright, so we got infinite effective hit pool, 30 mil on the hit with Sunder. And then the shockwaves hit for 18. We have bleed explode as well, because we're running gratuitous violence. And then if we end up in a fight for longer than 100 seconds, we hit 60.4 mil DPS with slams. We got tons of recovery on the war cries. We got increased war cry speed, deep breaths, recovery rate, and increased AoE. But yeah, this should be a pretty decent build. Maybe. Just be interesting to see how block performs. So if we went level 98. Yeah, well, if you're blocking, you should be fine. It's just that one-off occasion where your block might fail. Maybe. And then, yeah, you're sort of screwed, but... yeah. So the next part of this is, how do I make this into a less complicated build? Because now it's, yeah... there's a fair bit of moving parts in this. So we'd have to, like, dumb this down, make it easier. Strip off the gear, uncorrupt the gear, and then, yeah. But, yeah. So, overcapping's not going to do anything. We don't get any benefits from there. No benefits from damage or bleeding. 15,000 Warcry speed wouldn't be bad to have. So if we were like level 100, 15% damage each time you've Warcried. 3. So we get another 2 mil off that. I think that's about as cooked as it gets. Yeah, that's it. Well, if you're going to go slam on the Glad, this would be the way to do it. This would be probably one of the tankier ways to do it. But yeah. So I don't know what else you do with this. I definitely want to build this now. Like, looking at it, it looks awesome. So we got crushing blow. We got crushing fist, which looks like it could be really good. And then basically this, like this was the original Zerka tree. I got the 31 mil on the Zerka, but defensively it sucks. EHP is like in the shit house, but 22,000. Yeah, pretty much, man. Yeah, you'd start with like Lycosidae. So what I might do is I'll dumb this down and then create like some sub-trees that you'd branch into it, strip the gear right back, and then basically, even if it hit early on for like 10 to 15 mil, then that'd still be a huge advantage. But some of the things that are going to drive the cost up are obviously like corrupted Reslithers and stuff like that, but this is purely endgame. But even for endgame, this isn't the worst tree ever. I'd have to play with Perforate. So, bagging the multiplicative is exactly that. So literally, if it's 20%, you just go 1.2, multiply the base armor by 1.2, you get to 1,200 or whatever, right? So I think the way that it was done before was like based on some base value, so it increased at a very low rate. I don't know. That's my understanding of it. Yeah, man. Well, I'll do a video on YouTube after, similar to what I did earlier. But I might do... There's a few more... I definitely want to play with Vengeance to try and get Swordstorm to work. So I think if you get Vengeance to scale up somehow on the Gladiator, then that's going to be the key to get Swordstorm, because we can't actually theory craft that yet. But yeah, I don't want to be theory crafting Lightning Strike builds or anything like that. That's not interesting. Chieftain slams as well. The other thing, I don't know if we have the item update for Dawnstrider. Yeah. They did. They updated Dawnstrider. Then why didn't they update the Surrender? Oh, because the skill's not in there. So we can come up with Slam Totem build now as well. Infinite power, it's the same as Red Blade Banner, so Warcries have like a power rating. So the more base power you have, the stronger essentially the Warcry buff is, and the more damage you'll do essentially. So what I might do tomorrow night, we'll do a theory crafting night and we'll make a Dawnstrider build. We'll make a slam totem, like a super tanky slam totem build. We might do it on the Chieftain. Actually, it would work perfectly on the... Would it work perfectly on the Chieftain? Because Chieftain doesn't really synergize with that anymore. Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. Yeah, doesn't synergize. It would be a... Maybe. Probably not, because it was a Venustra or whatever it is, doesn't classify as unarmed. How do you spell that? Oh, Varanustra. Literally wrote it in there. No, because it counts as one-handed melee weapons. That doesn't synergize with Facebreaker. Yeah, Facebreaker is basically you get an increased percentage of physical damage based on unarmed melee attacks. Yeah. Fucking give me shit about that. So if we had like 800% roll, can I even do that? Yeah, we should be able to. What's that stupid roll? Why can't I change that? Oh. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so if we had a bigger roll to 800%, we'd be even better off. Yeah. Yeah, no, I find weapons boring when I'm given the opportunity to play Facebreaker, because Facebreaker is super easy to get to work. $4.8 mil. That's not bad. Those are going to be really expensive this league if people start playing it commonly. But yeah, you got to get those resistance. How do you have 143,000 EHP and your resistance is a shot to shit? How does that work? Oh, or is it just a tree that you're running? So originally that was what I was planning to do, but we don't have the Swordstorm yet. So until we got Swordstorm in the POB, I can't theory craft it. I was thinking about doing Vengeance, and then basically, or Repose or Vengeance. Okay. So maybe that'll be in a few days' time. But tomorrow night, I think we're going to do Dawn Strider. So we'll do slam totems. Because, yeah, Dawn Strider looks awesome. Thanks for the follow, guys. Can you hover over EHP and POB? How do you mean? Oh, max hits. Yeah, the max hits aren't great, but effective hit pool. If you're blocking everything, you're all Gucci. What, for this? Or for the other one? Oh. Oh, I see how it is. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. That's shit. Yeah, right. I see what you mean. Noted. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done with this now. Don't need to generate rage. We don't need that either. It's not going to do anything for me. The right. Were you looking here? It's linked to there. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Good pickup. Don't know what I was doing with that. Chuck that into... Oh, we could just leave it off. Level 99. Ancestral Bond kind of ruins Dawn Strider for me. Nah, that's how Dawn Strider... That's how it works, though. It's actually good because you don't need to travel all the way up here. Which is going to be a lot easier to actually run totem builds. Because it means you get 2 totems instead of 1. That's basically how that works anyway. I would probably go like Earth, Sunder totems or something like that. Sunder totems feel like they'd work pretty well. Watch me make Dawn Strider good. I'll make the build. I know exactly how to do it. I just gotta pull my reference build that I made a few leagues ago. I'll make Dawn Strider great again. But yeah. Anyway, I might do a quick wrap-up video on the YouTube channel for this one, put the POV up and whatnot for people who want to see what this looks like. Leap Slammer Ground Bread. I don't think it works with Dawn Strider, but it'd be cool if it did. All right. Let's find a YouTube at a raid. Oh, not a YouTube at a raid. Twitch stream at a raid. Yeah? Yeah, we'll play with it tomorrow night. You too, Slinky. Who are we gonna give a hard time to? Maybe this guy? Nah, I don't raid the big streamers. I like raiding small streamers. It's more fun. Oh! We got a Delver. Ah, it's probably not a good one. What is this guy doing? Bacon Tongue TV. King of Bacon Nation. Yeah, I'd say so, man. Like we don't have the skill gem yet, so we don't know what it's actually going to look like. So I'd say there's a potential for it to grow. It's a bit weird, that one. Returning Exile. Who's this guy? What is going on here? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's raid Bacon. See what he's doing. Alright, guys, I'll be online tomorrow night and we'll try and theorycraft a Dawn Strider build.
Hello.
And then we'll go from there. Okay.
Alright. Oh, is that Timmy? Hey, Timmy, what's up, man?
Yeah, I know. What's going on?
What are you doing? Yo, Stoney, what's up, baby? Morning, bro.
Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. But yeah. We'll do Dawn Strider then. Alright, have a good one night. Have a good night, everyone. Alright, bye.